In a world not so different from our own, lived a special little boy named Leo. He wasn't special because he could run the fastest or jump the highest. Leo was special because he could hear colors. That's right. For Leo, the world wasn't just a sight to see, it was a symphony to hear. Every color had its own special sound. The bright, happy yellow of a sunflower giggled like tiny bells. The deep blue of the evening sky hummed a soft, sleepy lullaby. And the vibrant red of a juicy apple popped like a little firework. But that wasn't all. Leo could also see people's feelings. On everyone, he saw a beautiful, glowing light, an aura of colors that danced and swirled. When his mom gave him a warm hug, a bright, sunny yellow aura would surround her, and he'd hear the cheerful sound of wind chimes. When his friend Mia was sad because she dropped her ice cream, a gentle blue light would wrap around her, and Leo would hear the soft pitter-patter of rain. He saw fiery red auras when people were angry, like a loud drumbeat, and a hopeful, soft green when they were dreaming of good things to come, sounding like a gentle harp. Leo's town, Prism Valley, was always a beautiful concert of colors and sounds. The town square buzzed with yellows and pinks, the park hummed with greens and golds. It was a happy, vibrant place. One morning, Leo woke up and something felt quiet. He looked out his window. The cheerful yellow sun seemed paler, and its giggle was just a faint tinkle. When he went downstairs for breakfast, his dad, who was usually a brilliant, sunny yellow, was a washed-out, pale cream color. The happy chimes sound was barely a whisper. Leo felt a little knot of worry in his tummy. As he walked to school, he noticed it everywhere. The world was fading. The normally bright red mailboxes were a dull rust color, and their usual pop was gone. The green leaves on the trees were a dusty, tired shade, and their hopeful harp music was silent. The town square, usually a rainbow of joyful lights, was filled with muted grays and beiges. It was like someone had turned down the volume of the world. Most worrying of all were the children. At the playground, no one was laughing. Kids were just sitting quietly, not talking, not playing. The bright, colorful auras that usually danced around them were gone. Instead, they were all wrapped in a misty, colorless fog. Leo saw his friend Sam, who usually had a mischievous orange aura, looking at his shoes, surrounded by nothing but gray. Mia was sitting by herself, not even a hint of blue, just a faint, colorless haze. The playground, once a beautiful orchestra of feelings, was completely silent. Leo's heart felt heavy. Why had the colors gone away? Why couldn't he hear the music of emotions anymore? He knew he had to do something. He couldn't live in a world without color and music. He decided he would go on an adventure to find the lost colors and bring them back to Prism Valley. His first stop was the oldest and wisest person he knew, the town librarian, a kind old owl named Professor Hoot. Leo found him in the library, which was also looking disappointingly gray. "Professor Hoot," Leo said, his voice small. "The colors are gone. And the music too. The world is quiet." Professor Hoot adjusted his spectacles and looked at Leo with his big, round eyes. "Ah yes, Leo. I have noticed it too. The colors are not gone, my boy. They are just hidden. People have stopped sharing them." He explained that feelings are like colors. When you keep them locked up inside, they start to fade. The children of Prism Valley had stopped talking about how they felt. They weren't sharing their happiness, their sadness, or their anger. They were keeping it all bottled up, and that's why their colorful auras had disappeared, turning the world gray. So, to bring the colors back, Leo realized, I need to help everyone share their feelings. Professor Hoot hooted in agreement. "Precisely. You must become a rainbow collector, Leo. Help others express their colors, and you will bring the music back to our town." Leo knew what he had to do. He went back to the playground, now on a mission. He saw Mia sitting alone on the swings, her colorless fog swirling around her. He walked over and sat on the swing next to her. "Hey Mia," he said gently. You look a little down today. Is everything okay? Nia just shrugged, not looking at him. Leo remembered her sad blue color, the sound of soft rain. He said, "It's okay to be sad sometimes. When I feel sad, it's like a little rain cloud is over my head." Nia looked up, a flicker of surprise in her eyes. "My puppy ran away this morning," she whispered, a tear rolling down her cheek. As she spoke, a tiny speck of blue light appeared around her, faint but there. Leo could hear the softest blink of a raindrop. He didn't try to fix her sadness, he just sat with her. "I'm sorry to hear that," he said. "That sounds really hard." They sat in silence for a moment. And slowly, Nia's aura began to glow a soft, gentle blue. The sound of rain grew a little stronger. It wasn't a happy sound, but it was a sound. The color was back. Next, Leo saw two boys, Tom and Jerry, standing stiffly on opposite sides of the sandbox. They were both surrounded by a tense, gray fog. Leo remembered the fiery red of anger and the sound of a drum. He walked over. "What's going on, guys?" Tom pointed at a broken tow truck. "He broke my truck." Jerry shouted back. He wasn't sharing. A flash of angry red, like a tiny spark, flared around Tom. The sound of a single drumbeat echoed in Leo's ears. Leo took a deep breath. "It's okay to feel angry when something of yours gets broken. And it's frustrating when someone doesn't share," he said, looking at both of them. "Maybe, Tom, you can tell Jerry how it made you feel when your truck broke. And Jerry, maybe you can explain why you didn't want to share." The boys grumbled, but they started talking. As they explained their feelings, little bursts of red light popped around them, and Leo heard a steady, rhythmic drumbeat. It wasn't loud or scary, just honest. After a while, the red faded, and a new color started to appear. A soft, gentle green of understanding. The sound of a harp string being plucked filled the air. They apologized to each other and decided to fix the truck together. The green aura around them grew brighter. Leo spent the rest of the day being a rainbow collector. He found a little girl who was shy and helped her share her happy yellow feelings about a drawing she made. He listened to a boy who was scared of a big dog and saw his purple fear turn into a brave, courageous orange when he talked about it. With each shared feeling, a new color returned to Prism Valley. The playground was slowly filling with light and sound again. The giggling bells of yellow, the soft rain of blue, the drumming of red, and the gentle harp of green all began to mix together into a beautiful melody. By the time the sun began to set, Prism Valley was transformed. The colors were back, brighter and more beautiful than ever before. The sky was a magnificent canvas of orange, pink, and purple, and it sang the most wonderful evening song. The town square was a bustling rainbow of auras, a full orchestra of emotions playing in harmony. Children were laughing, talking, and playing, their lights shining brightly. Leo stood in the middle of it all, his heart full. He wasn't just hearing the colors anymore, he was conducting the symphony. He had learned the most important lesson of all. Our feelings are our colors. They are what make us beautiful and unique. Keeping them inside makes the world gray and silent. But sharing them, the happy ones, the sad ones, the angry ones, and all the feelings in between, paints the world with brilliant color and fills it with wonderful music. It's how we connect with each other and make our world a brighter place. And from that day on, Leo, the boy who could hear colors, helped everyone in Prism Valley remember to share their own special music with the world. Thank you so much for watching our story today. Remember to always share your colors if you enjoyed our adventure. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more magical stories. See you next time.